we are hyperpolarized. And the extreme, I think we almost always in the body, I think the extreme here is like minus 85, sometimes might be minus 90 millivolts. That's about as hyperpolarizing as membranes ever get. It's got to do with the leakiness of channels and things like that. It's just difficult to make them much more polarized than 90 millivolts. It's also difficult to get much more positive than 30 millivolts also. And this will become more clear as we actually talk about the mechanism. Now, this is at rest. This, something's happening, right? This could be perceived as information, right? Because membranes become more negative, something must be going on, I gotta do something. Or, boom, membranes becoming less negative, oh, something's happening, I better do something. What's it gonna do? Depends. It might generate a bigger electrical signal and send it somewhere, or it may do nothing. It depends on what scenario we're talking about. But eventually, do you use a neuron once, it dies so you grow a new one? No. Neurons, you're born with, you got a constant amount. You got to use them over and over again, right? So if I use this neuron and do this, at some point I got to make sure it gets back to what? Rest, right? So if this is depolarizing and that's hyperpolarizing, this, anything bringing it from this back to rest here, which you have to do to use it again, we would call this repolarizing. Even if you go from hyper to back to rest, we still consider that repolarizing. And repolarizing involves two things. It involves getting back to minus 70, but it also means getting back to this where you got all your sodium outside and all your potassium inside. You okay with that? It's making sure not only that the charge is minus 70, but the ion distribution across the membrane is what it's supposed to be. Sodium out, potassium in. Okay with that?